Hey everyone, today we're going to do a chest workout. It's not the most time-consuming workout, but it is a very important one. You can do this one of two ways. You can do this on the floor. I'm not going on the floor today, just so I can show you a better range of motion. You're going to need your laundry detergent or your canned food, or if you have weights, use your weight. If you have a band, it's going to be a little more difficult, but I can show you movements with a band as well. Or if you don't have any weights, if you don't want to use any weights, any bands, you don't want your laundry detergent, you don't want any of that sort of stuff, I can show you the movements just as is. I would still suggest maybe having something in your hands, whether it's a broom handle or a shoe or something. Something in your hands is better than nothing in your hands when doing a chest workout, just so you can get the proper range of movement. The first thing I'm going to show you is a bench press, which we've gone over before in the past. You want to lay down. I'm going to actually use my bench so you guys can see my movements here. I'm going to move my other equipment out of the way if I can, or not. Whatever. So you're going to lay down. Make sure your shoulders are flat. And, you know, hopefully you have a bar so it's easier if you're very new at this. So a bar will be easier for you to keep everything level. If you're using a dumbbell sort of form, it's pretty basic. You just want to, if you're on the floor, your elbows are going to hit the floor, and then you're going to push up. But push up at a nipple level. You're going to notice there's like, your arms might sway back and forth. You might come towards your face. If you can keep it level with your nipples, it's the best range of motion. And you're just going to press up. Try not to lock your elbows too much so you're keeping a pressure on your chest muscles at the same time. And then bring it down almost to the floor. Don't hit the floor with your elbow. A, it's going to fucking hurt. And B, it's just a harder push-up and you're not keeping your muscles flexed the whole time. This way you're keeping your muscles tense and flexed the whole way through. So that is your basic chest press. If you want to bring out your arms a little more and do a wider stance, you're going to get a bigger push. And I would suggest you bring them slightly together at the top so you're pinching your pectoral muscles and you're working the full range of your pectoral muscles. Because not a lot of people are aware, but you can work out just the mid-range of your pec, the upper pec, and the lower pec. So you want to work out the full pectoral muscle in an entirety. That's the bench press. I would say doing 4 sets of 8 is sufficient since we're going to be doing only chest exercises. The next one is an incline. You can be sitting in a chair. You could make this on a slight inclination if you feel like you're on, you know, kind of a slight bend, if you will. But what you're going to do is, I'll face you for this one. You're going to grab your weights. You're going to bring, it's almost like a shoulder press, but you'd be on more of an angle, and you're going to push slightly up. I don't know if you can see that. So instead of a shoulder press up, you're going to bring it out a little bit and back in. And you're going to work an incline press is going to work your upper pectoral muscle. Oh my God, listen to me. I sound like I'm drunk or something. And you're going to obviously work out some of your arms and some of your back in doing this as well. But you're mostly trying to stay focused on your pec muscles. Before you know it, you'll be able to pec bounce like a champ. For the incline, I'm going to say 3 sets of 20. Just because you're working out all your shoulders and your chest. The upper chest is really important. So 3 sets of 20. I don't know what that sound is. So I'm sorry. We're just gonna ignore that and talk louder. The next one is flies. So we're gonna do 4 sets of 15. You're gonna bring them, you're gonna bring your weights or your cans or whatever over and just fly out and then fly in. You're just gonna be a fucking bird with those weights. There you go. 4 sets of 15, I said. And bring them in like that. If you want to lay down and do a fly, you can lay down and do flies. I currently don't have the room because I didn't set it up for that. But you can lay down and do flies. Some people like to bring their wrists with their hands in like this. You get more inside your pectoral muscle here, closer to your delt. So, you know, whatever hand movements work best for you. You can come this way, you can come this way. You can bring it in an up motion. If you bring it in an up motion, you're going to work on your upper chest. So it's really, you can pick your range of motion. You can go all 3 if you like. But that is a fly. So do that. And the next is push-up, which I know you guys absolutely love, because who doesn't love a push-up? Again, for those of you who aren't really good at push-ups, you don't have to go to the floor. You can do an incline push-up. It's super easy. You can use the wall, you can use your stairs, you can use whatever you have. If you're in the kitchen, you know, you're on your kitchen table, and just, it's a slight, mine's a little more down than yours would be, but you know, just push up. I would suggest 3 sets of 8, because by this time you've done all these other exercises. Your chest muscles are going to be burning, they're going to be sore, and you're weak at this point. Maybe you're not. I'm not saying you're weak. I'm just saying you're going to feel weakened after specifically working out your pec muscles and then trying to do a body weight exercise at the end. If you can go more than 3 sets of 8, do that. Burn yourself out. You'll feel it tomorrow, I promise you. After that, I would suggest doing proper stretching, especially if you're not used to chest workouts. Arm circles are really good. Or like putting your arms behind your back, stretching this way, stretching this way. Just like get a rate, like just move your arms around as much as you can. I know it's really weird to be able to stretch your chest, but stretch your chest the best that you can, because you're going to feel it all the way up in your armpit, because your pectoral muscle runs up into your delt right here. You're going to feel that, and it's going to suck a little bit, because tomorrow we're going to do back and chest go hand in hand with a lot of exercises. So we're going to be working on rows and rack pulls and deadlifts, and you're going to feel your chest muscles when you're doing your back muscle. So I will see you guys all soon. If you have any comments or requests, you just want to say, yo, you suck, then whatever, leave a comment. I'll get to it. Have a good one, guys.